This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will kick it away first. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Trying to get into the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Caldwell. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. off to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Right back to the well. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this street.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down coming up after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jennings. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Spins away from the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 42 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Huskers are on the move. Give to the running back. Sweet cut there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run play action. Hauls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Caldwell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bearcats will go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the right. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the tight end. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Royer. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Under fire. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Markway. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Jennings. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Key. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. They boot it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Hunter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looking for space. It's Walker. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using his feet.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Gets away, continues to fight for yards.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Leads it with the back. Sweet cut there. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Caldwell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Splits the uprights. Good. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Raiola. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. It's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Caldwell. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Caldwell. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the ground with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With the catch, it's Hunter. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down, gotta have it here. Makes the catch, it's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Key. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking for a man. It's Rayola. Here comes the heat. Wiggles, turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab. It's Caldwell. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive, put that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care of fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes. But no doubt, lots to play.
Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So New Mexico State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously,
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll send the back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Powers through the defender. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pocket breaking down. The screen. He can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. That's caught. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Walker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Sorsby. Got it set up on the outside. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Right back to him on the ground. Creates a little room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Find some fresh air.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they'd like to stick one in the end zone. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the... explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Callaway. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Caldwell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll try to pop the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Rides to back on the option, the give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Fights off a defender. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He'll ride his man on the option. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Off play action. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trying to move them on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
Off the play fake on first down.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun on 3rd down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Got a man, it's Warrior. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Caldwell. Attack! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The interception stopped a threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Quick strike complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The give on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Now they'll run the draw. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. It'll be third and long. On the ground, it's McMillan. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Cutler. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They're going to ride this running back. Can't get him to the ground. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Lining up to convert third down. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls it in. It's long. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Got it looking for a first. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Jacksonville State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Walker. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The hand to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Give to the single back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A third down try for the offense. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Showing off the arms.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off play action on first down. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Sorsby. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Walker. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Snares it outside, it's Pryor. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. He's got it on the right. Plows through the defense. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Pryor. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Allen. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jennings. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor.
And they're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
To the air, it's Sorsby. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Got it behind the line. It's Williamson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Rushes on him. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Quick step and go. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Going with the ground game left. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Slides away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baldwin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
A strike downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Royer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Give to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeder. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's caught. It's Reeder. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And now this offense will take the field again. Gives it to the back on the draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. The Bearcats will punt this one away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Grabbed over the middle. It's Paul. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for a gap. It's Paul. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no.
Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
In this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Sorsby. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Caldwell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Pucks it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Walker. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. It'll be a draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he got loose. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the 16-play drive, they're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is...
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. FIU pushing tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here's the pressure. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Allen. Turning it on! Delivers the stiff arm. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dawson. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Owens. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. With the catch, it's Pryor. He breaks a tackle. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. He's looking to throw on third and short. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jenkins. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 1st down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, it's blocked. He picks it up. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by just 4 to Liberty. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Perry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle offense to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Dawson. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. To the air, it's Sorsby. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean,
there he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. On the move, it's Owens. Runs through a tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
FIU will line up to punt. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Reads it, fires complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Gets it to him on the screen. Smashes ahead. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 18 over Notre Dame.
On the run, it's Walker.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The inside handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Jenkins. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Caldwell. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to the ground. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, it's Perry. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Sets up the screen. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Sorsby. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Under fire. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.